some community activists say they have been going to EVSC school board meetings for over 2 years, asking for better support of LGBTQ students and faculty. Now they're saying the board is finally starting to hear their plea.
That had to do with bathroom usage, and is that at the heart of this?
That's a big part of it, yeah.
And unfairly, do you believe that students should be able to? I think this board needs to know what you're asking.
Last night, a heated exchange between EVSC's general counsel and a member of the Tri-State Alliance finally provided some answers the president of the alliance says he's been searching for over 2 years.
We were surprised that the policy towards transgender students has changed about which bathroom they can go to and which locker room. So, if that is true, a big plus to EVSC.
EVSC's current non-discrimination policy states students must use the bathroom based on their assigned gender at birth. However, EVSC's general counsel says the EVSC reviews each student's situation one at a time. Each student is unique, and the EVSC considers medical and legal documentation along with parental guidance and consent when making decisions concerning gender.
Make gender identity something that is protected specifically. Not having gender identity stated in policies means that it can slip under the radar.
While some say this is a step in the right direction, other activists say there's still more to be done.
The transgender youth that we've spoken to have said that they often feel unsafe in their schools. They often feel that they do not have the support they need.
Etheridge says requiring parental involvement to change a student's assigned bathroom leaves many kids unprotected.
Many transgender youth feel unsafe coming out in their home. And also, it costs money to go before the judge and present your case and get your name changed. Providing legal documentation is not always an option. And so it's unfair to them to put that restriction on them and say, well, because you cannot provide this information, you cannot be protected.
The increased pressure on the EVSC school board to make changes comes after an interaction between Tri-State Alliance and school board member Ann Ennis, who is a supporter of Greater Evansville Youth, was caught on camera and viewed more than 25,000 times.
Cry us a river about the kids that have died.
A week after the video circulated around the internet, Ennis posted to Facebook saying the video was taken out of context and she wasn't speaking about the tragedy of transgender suicide. She's since added to her statement saying Mr. Painter and Lisa Daughtery, who was also present at the time, are on record saying that my comments were about my family's donations to Tri-State Alliance, how the donations were stewarded and in reaction to being repeatedly called transphobic and homophobic, making it impossible to meet a Sikh. Grace Haba, Eyewitness News.